Alright.
Alright. Bonjour et tout.
Batase here.
Welcome to a new informative video
About the latest update of Bear than
Wolves, and that's
version 3.8.
Okay, sorry, I think I had something in my throat. Anyway, moving on. So, let's review the new toys that we're gonna have to build thanks to this new release. But first, a quick note on history. On the Bears and Wolves forum, Flowerchild admitted that this release had 2 goals to make us build more mob traps. That's one aspect of the game that he likes the most, and he wanted to give us more reason to actually build them. So, to do that, one of the first things he added was the Infernal Enchanter block. That's a new block that works pretty much like the enchanting table, except that it needs a lot more bookshelves around it. You can place them in a 17 by 17 by 17 area around it, so it allows you to be creative with the way you want to set up your library. To use it, you're gonna need obviously XP, but also a new item, which is an Arcane Scroll. I won't be too specific about this item, because Flowerchild didn't want me to put too much spoilers in this video, but I'll give you one hint. Mob Trap. Yeah, Mob Trap, that's all. You probably can figure it out on your own, and if you don't, well, just have a look at the Bears and Wolves Wiki. There are all of the information needed for, well, pretty much anything on it, so yeah, you know, look at it or just find it out on your own. That's more fun. And also, one last note, you can now only enchant the Soulforged Steel tools on the Infernal Enchanter. You can't use the usual enchanting table anymore for the Soulforged Steel tools. Next is a new item, the candles, that is crafted using tallow and 1 hemp fiber. You can after that take the candle, and if you place them in your crafting grid with some dye, you can get dyed candles, just black, yellow, all of the colors in game, and you'll need the black candles for the Infernal Enchanter. Moving on to some new properties for the Soulforged Steel block. We already knew that if you place redstone dust on top of it and you pour it, the block would scream and get kinda scary. And now there's something new. If you place it underwater, it gets somehow a little bit thirsty, and there's probably more to find out. I'll let you guys have fun with that. Also, we now have the ability to lift XP and dragon orbs using the platforms. It's something that wasn't possible before because the dragon orbs would fall through the platforms, the moving platform, but that's now fixed, and it's really cool because since we now have to build much bigger mob traps that produce a lot more XP and items, a new way to lift the dragon orbs is always a good thing, so thank you for that, Flowerchild. Next thing is 2 new options for the block dispensers. Yeah, I know, that's how I felt the first time I heard it too. So, the first one is the ability to clump snowballs in the block dispenser. So if you have 4 snowballs inside, it's gonna place a snow block exactly like it places a clay block when you have 4 clay balls inside. And the second option is to use bricks as a filler. So if you have your block dispenser filled with a whole bunch of bricks, the block dispenser will skip the bricks and only place the, well, placeable blocks. So it's really cool. That's an option I really wanted in the block dispenser for a while, and I'm really glad that's now in it because it gives again more options and more possibility for the block dispenser, which is already the best block in this mod, but it gets better and better with this release. So again, thank you for that. FC, I love you, and I love my beloved block dispenser. New option for the crucible, you can now convert gold nuggets into gold ingots, which is really convenient. In the zombie pigment farms, it saves a lot of storage space, area, stuff thingy, whatever. Still on the crucible, the way crucible process items was changed so that now it will always burn items which are combustibles, such as bows, and this change was mainly intended for mob trap sorting, because you end up with a whole bunch of useless bows, and this way, since they are non-stackable, the bows will always be destroyed first, allowing you more space for storage in your crucible. To help you mass craft the rope and the books, we now have an alternate recipe, and it's an horizontal one, which is much more convenient to mass craft item in a workbench by just shift clicking into them. This way you can mass craft rope and books much more easily, and it goes a bit faster. Vine strap can now be placed upside down. This is an aesthetical modification. It doesn't change the way the block works at all. It's just so that it would look a bit cooler in your mob traps, with the vine trap at the same height as the blocks your mobs would spawn on. And finally, a few changes made to the animal farms. First off, now the pigs will drop from 1 to 3 pork chops instead of 0 to 2. That's because the pigs are intended to be the main source of tallow in the game. And to make sure that is, there's no more recipe to convert eggs into tallow, because chicken farms are way too easily abused and can be really laggy, because you're probably tempted to just put a whole bunch of chicken into a one block space, and it will lag your game a lot, and that just feels a bit cheaty. So no more eggs into tallow recipe. No, you're gonna have to farm pigs to get tallow. And also a quick tweak to the burst giving sound for the pigs. Oh, and I almost forgot, there's also a new padding recipe, which requires 3 feathers and 2 fabric. So it uses a bit more feather, and that is to make you build some different chicken farms. Not the one where you get the eggs, but the one where you produce chicken and kill them. And that's pretty much it for this new release. There's also a whole bunch of bug fixes that you can read in the release note. But besides that, I think I've covered everything. So I'd like to thank all of the people on Burpcraft which helped me for this video. They're all awesome people, and they pretty much all have a YouTube channel where they play Better Than Wolves. So if you want to see more Better Than Wolves video, check them out in the description below. And I think I'm forgetting something, but oh yeah, that was it. Thank you, dear. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye. That was RenEvo, I'm out.
Alright, bonjour à tous, Batosei here. Welcome to a new informative video about the latest update of Better Than Wolves, and that's version 3.8.
Alright, bonjour et tout, Batosei here. Welcome to a new informative video about the latest update of Better Than Wolves, and that's version 3.8.
Bonjour et tous, Batosei here. Welcome to a new informative video about the latest update of Better Than Wolves, and that's version 3 and 8/10.
Alright, bonjour à tous, Batosei here, and welcome to a new informative video about the latest update of Better Than Wolves, and that's version 3.8.
Okay. I apologize in advance for butchering your language. Bonjour à tous, Batosei here. Welcome to a new informative video about the latest update of Better Than Wolves, and that's version 3.80.
Alright. Bonjour. Bonjour à tous, Batasei here. Welcome to a new informative video about the latest update of Better Than Wolves, and that's version 3.8.
Ooh, right. No, why'd I put an accent on it? That doesn't make sense. Ooh, right. Bonjour, Tortoise. Batasei here. Welcome to a new informative video about the latest update of Better Than Wolves, and that's version 3.8. Mine!
I love you too, dear. I should say it again then?
Yeah. Please do.
Goddamn motherfucking cocksucking 2 balls and a bitch bastard in half.